So before I get our next speaker up here, G wanted me to ask you a question. Y'all heard of the metaverse, right? It's like the most happening, on fire thing on the planet. Well, I have a question for you. Who got in there first? Was it Zillow? Was it Keller Williams? Was it Remax? Was it Compass? Was it Sotheby's or Zillow? Which one of those companies just took a major foothold in the metaverse? Because I'm telling you, it's the future. Anybody know which one? I'll tell you. None of them. It's EXP Metaverse, baby! EXP! We just renamed the EXP world the EXP Metaverse. Is this awesome? We already got it. We've been there for years. And we're going to do a bunch of marketing around it, and we are going so big. So we are the tech company. We are a lead. Isn't that cool? And so we kind of talked about 30 different initiatives over the past 3 days. We got 10 through. I'm going to give you the first 5 right now. The second one, besides the EXP Metaverse, instead of the EXP world, is this. Glenn's creating a URL this week that could be on your phone. You touch it from your phone. It'll put you right in the broker room in your state, and you're talking to your broker instantly. Who likes that? Because right now, your new agent's going, I got to talk to the broker. I'm like, you got to drive home. You got to log into your laptop, and you need to go this way and that way. And they're looking at you like, oh, my God. And now we can just put that on their phone. Right, Sophia? Right? Right? Yes, right, Nicole? We can put it on their phone. They can push a button and talk to a broker in Arkansas, Washington, Florida, New York, California. Sound good? Yeah. Woohoo! Third initiative. We are changing the EXP dashboard. And how we're doing that is the fourth initiative. It's called Rev Share Plus. It is our new marketing slogan. Why is it Rev Share Plus? Because nobody was getting Rev Share, but we're also this. We always talked about how we're going to have 100,000 agents who direct mortgage. You guys ever direct clients to certain mortgage lenders? Do you guys ever direct them to certain title companies? Yes or no? How about home warranties? Yes or no? How about transaction management? How about homeowners quotes? How are you with me? There's so many areas. Well, we always said as we promote those companies, it'll make EXP more valuable and it'll improve your stock, right? Because I don't know about you, I spent 20 years at Remax and Keller Williams, and they had the mortgage guy or gal sitting at the desk. They had title affiliates over here. They had, Farmers and State Farm over here, and all the money went to Remax Gold. All the money went to Keller Williams. You know that Keller Williams makes $100 million a year on MAPS coaching? $100 million. How much goes to the agents? None. Glenn just opened it up over the past few days. He's going to give you 50% of every one of those businesses' profit. Oh my gosh! So that's Rev Share Plus. You literally, and because our company's going to, we want to inspire you to utilize ancillary services. So as that's 50% for you, it's also 50% for the company. And if the company has massive cash flow, and by the way, we now have $100 million on the books just sitting there because as a company, we made a decision we want $100 million in the bank at all times. How many think that's a good financial idea? Anybody? Well, guess what? Wall Street likes it. And what's going to happen is as we grow these ancillary services, we become highly profitable. I believe, I'll speak for myself, the stock is going to reflect that. Now, I realize all real estate stocks have been tanking the last month or two. Don't let that get you down. Those are the people who don't know our business. They're just throwing us in there with Coldwell Banker and Remax and blah, 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 right? We are about to explode. Are you guys with me? So this is very good. Finally, and so the changes to the EXP dashboard is you're going to see, okay, this much money was added to your rev share from Success Lending, which is our mortgage division. Oh, Success Coaching, this much money was added to your rev share from Success Coaching. This much from Title. And the reason it's not a RESPA violation is you do a loan, you get paid. You do Title, you get paid. No, it's just plussing the system. And so whether you use Title or mortgage or not, you're getting paid. You think, well, that's not fair. It's the only way we could do it to make it RESPA compliant. So all of you get paid massively. Is that okay? Just that part of it. The rev share piece you got to earn. The rest will be a windfall. Now, Finally, number 5, we are going to be doing marketing pieces for production, and we have an entire marketing plan for 2022 being released, but we're going to really get behind production because we are killing it as a company, and our next speaker is somebody who went from 40 million in production to over 200 million in the last few years since she's got here. Is that good growth? And that came not from KW, but from EXP. She's going to explain that, but before I do, she got married a few years ago like all of us do. So we're going to play you a short video from her wedding. It's 1 minute. Hang in there. But
with this ring.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
What else he doing here? What are you doing here? Make him stop. Fire on and the music on. Is that on? Hey, get your money. You got it. You know what I paid for this wedding?
What are you doing? Don't do that with your head. That is so dumb. Stupid head.
Debbie, I can't. Keep going. Let's go. You want to get paid? You idiot. You're running the wheel. That I can tell you.
This is my wedding. I told you this is day one.
Emily, sorry, I'm not ready yet.
Where's he going?
Wow. Hey.
hold on, it's not over.
Go ahead, Father.
What?
New construction just walked in all of this. I'll marry the broker, I don't care. Just bring me a buyer for my build. All right, is that good or what? So help me welcome the bride, Shelly Johnson. Get her up here. She's my neighbor in Puerto Rico. Thank you for providing that wedding video. It was beautiful.
Well, the truth is I've been married for 22 years. So that's not that long ago, right? I'm not that old. Thanks so much, Brent, for that. That was awesome. I want to ask a question real quick before I tell you my story. How many of you are afraid to make the call to the broker that's doing $5 million, $10 million, $20, $40, $100 million, $200 million? How many? Okay. What is in here that's making us afraid of that? Because let me tell you my story. I was completely, I wouldn't say broken, but exhausted. I was living on a treadmill that I had no idea how I was going to get off of. My husband, I saw him very little, amazing man, and we both were running in 2 different directions. So this company's changed my life. So make those calls because you are going to be the person that changes their life. So to Chuck and, my gosh, Angela, sorry. To Chuck and Angela's point, it comes from our heart, right? Our business does and what we do. So I was doing 42 million, had no idea. My business partner, a great guy, Craig LePage, and I were just running on the treadmill of just real estate. And we were like, what are we going to do? Our brilliant idea was to open a small brokerage. I was like, we got to do something for these agents. What are we going to do? I've been a realtor for 18 years and had no plan. I'm like, okay, what's next? Keller Williams didn't have a solution for me, unfortunately. I didn't know what that was going to be. So long story short, this great guy named AJ Maida, who many of you all know, he ran into him in the parking lot. My business partner did and said, hey, I made this smoothie XP. You should look at it to my business partner. My business partner, Craig, came to me and said, there's this other firm. I'm like, so, what does that mean? And AJ basically said, you know what, rather than me try to explain this to you, I'm going to have you talk to Brent. And in that process, so that leverage, again, is really important. You need to leverage the people around us. And so quickly what happened was AJ got a video to Craig. Craig showed me the video. And then I sat down finally after 7 days of him asking me to look at it because I was super busy, working like 7 days a week, all hours of the night. And basically, he got me to look at it, and I looked at it, and I was like, this is interesting. Get someone on the phone. He gets Brent on the phone. Brent FaceTimes with us, and he goes, can you come out to California in like 4 days' notice? And I'm like, sure. I'm trying to be really polite to this man I've never met before. And he says, I'll buy you a room. And I was like, okay. I mean, that's not real compelling, but okay. I'll pay for one of your nights. And what it did do for me, though, was it gave me the belief that he was like, he felt it was so important that he was going to put a little bit of money behind it. And I said, I went home to my husband, Kevin, and I said, Kevin, we're looking at this company. And I said, it's another firm. I don't know how it's really going to be that much different. I mean, this video looks interesting, but at the time it was 2,300 agents. And I'm like, it's pretty small. And Kevin said, go on that plane and go check it out. I get to California. I don't know if Brent knows this or not, but I got there, and that night I'm working deals, doing my normal treadmill Shelly, because I'm a hard worker. And I called Kevin, and I said, Kevin, I don't know why I'm here. And he's like, Shelly, have an open mind, and go to this meeting. So I meet with Brent, I meet with Jean, I meet with everybody, and they said, they're showing me the napkin presentation. They're doing everything they're telling you to do, they did with me. Okay? And I started to build my confidence in what we were all doing together. Like, I thought, okay, well, this makes sense. I understood it, wrapped my mind around it. And I went back to my team, and we made a decision right then and there. By noon the next day, I made the decision to come to EXP. But what if AJ had not reached out to Craig and said, hey, look at this. Just look at it. What is keeping you from picking up the phone from that big producer or that person who is maybe busy? Let me tell you a secret. Nobody calls us, by the way. Nobody. Because even the broker team leaders are afraid to call us. We don't get the calls. I was blown away. I'm like, well, we're just not, even our own team leader wasn't paying attention to us. So we're like, no squeaky wheel. Keep doing your job. Your guys are good. You're in the corner. You're doing good production. Let's throw you up here on the pedestal, once in a while. But we were just kind of heads down. If you know me, you know that's kind of how I am. And what happened was we made the decision to make the move. It's changed my life. Thank God. Because I will tell you, I would probably weigh another 50 pounds more than I did before I lost weight. I probably would be more unhealthy than what I already was. I would probably not see my husband as much as I have now. I probably wouldn't be the good daughter, all those things that I need to be for other people. And now I have a $123 million producing team that I don't actually sell the houses. I'm able to give them more, provide more, and we've grown our organization to 3,100 agents. We're touching agents' lives, and now I can make an impact on people. And that's my heart, is making an impact. And in real estate, you can do that for a while, but where do you go to next? And that's what this company gives us. It gives us the power to empower others. And it's our responsibility to make that happen. I mean, we've been given a gift. I told a really good friend of mine who was here, Robin, who Brent and Jean both met. She has 5 children. She came to me one day and she said, Shelly, she's on my real estate team. She said, Shelly, I need Aaron to work more. That's her husband. I said, okay. And I'm like, what does that mean, Robin? He's going to make $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, get a new job. That means less time with your family, less time. I mean, it's not going to make a difference. $50,000 is not a lot of money. You're just going to gobble it right back up. I said, you have a golden egg in front of you. You know what she did? She said, what do you mean? I said, have you not been paying attention to me? I'm like, what is it? Like, I've been like cheering EXP and like on my team meetings. People hear it when they hear it. That's what you have to take away. They don't hear it sometimes when you want them to hear it. She picked the golden egg up. Guess what she's doing right now? She's making almost $100,000 a year in revenue share. Do you think that's making a difference for her husband and her family? Do you guess what's going to happen? Robin's going to have, she has 14 FLAs, and she has 120 in her organization. Mom of 5. Doesn't sell a ton of real estate, made an impact in her family, right? Okay, so I have another team. I'm telling you these stories real quick because my story is, I sell a lot of real estate. I was on a treadmill. I got off, and you guys can do exactly what I'm doing. Brent will tell you I'm not like the best speaker in the world, as you can tell, but I love people, and I freaking will do anything to help them get to their goal. And that's where my passion comes from. And you guys can do this. Like, you don't have to be extraordinary at like something. Just pick your passion, like Angela said, find something and be really good at it, and then help people do that. What I'm saying is, if we can help them sell another house or 2 or 5, because maybe that's where they're good in our company, and they get stuck, and then they happen to have someone ask them about why they're with our company, do you think you're changing their life? Even if they are like a smaller producer, you absolutely are. So I'm just asking you to not be afraid, one, to call anybody. Because you want to hear how that goes? Does someone want to play with me just for 1 second, and then I'll get off here because I'm not really supposed to be up here? Who wants to play with me? Role play. Okay, come on. Okay, yep. Okay, Simone's going to do this with me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a call to you, okay? And we're just going to have a conversation. And let's see what this looks like. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Simone. It's Shelly Johnson. How are you?
Good, Shelly.
How's your day going?
Super busy.
Is this a good time for us to talk?
Well, I have a few minutes, but I have to run. I got to pick up the kids, and I have a closing to attend.
Totally respect that. Listen, Simone, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you. I watch you. You're an amazing mom. I know you do a tremendous business. I know that you've been in the business for a number of years, and I've been watching you. You probably don't even know me, but or do you? I'm in your market. We've done a couple deals, but I just want to let you know how much I respect you and admire you. I would love to just have a quick Zoom call with you on Thursday if you're available. Are you available Thursday? I'd just love to get to know you as a person.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sure. When?
On Thursday, is Thursday a good day or Friday?
Thursday works.
Okay, perfect. Let's schedule something for 3 o'clock on Thursday. And so basically my point is, you just move the needle with people. Get an appointment. You don't have to close them. Just have that simple dialogue. That's all it is. It's not hard. I do this every day, all day long, and it's helping my group. It's helping everybody, and we're just getting more and more conversations, right?
And that was role play, and that made me feel really good.
It's easy. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Who thinks Shelly's a great speaker? Hey, Shelly, stop saying you're not a good speaker. You're a good speaker. You know what Shelly's superpower is? And you better figure out your superpower. God gave you one. Oh, he gave you one. You better figure it out. Hers is she's a servant. She will give you the shirt off her back. How many believe that? And she's passionate for other people, for them to get breakthroughs. How many believe that? That is her superpower. And then she does that, and she sponsored 30-something people. Or how many? 33. And that led to, I believe she said 3,100. Because people, yeah, go ahead. People know that she cares. And she backs it up with action. And she works hard. And the rest is history. You know, you could go sponsor 40, but if your group doesn't know you care, you with me? You go sponsor 5, 10, 15, and you go to the mat for them. You have dreams for them, visions for them. Yours are a bygone conclusion. Are you with me? So what are your goals for the people you've sponsored? I have goals for Rich. I have goals for Gary, goals for Tony, goals for Fidel. I have goals written down for everybody but Rick. No, I'm kidding. But so, Miguel, I dream about you guys. I have things written out. James and I plan, strategize. You got to do the same thing. You have a superpower. Some of you just don't believe it yet. You got to believe it.